Hello everyone, welcome to Oil Gas YouTube channel, and this is our second part of first lecture of Drilling Engineering 1, that is the hydrostatic pressure of the liquid. In this lecture we are going to solve two more numericals related to the hydrostatic pressure of the liquid. So let's start the numerical. In numerical 2, it is asked to calculate the hydrostatic pressure at point A. Here you can see that the container is filled with oil, and this is the free surface of the liquid, means oil, and we are asked to calculate the hydrostatic pressure at point A. So first of all, we must know that what is the depth of this point from surface. We know that the value of h is always calculated from the surface. So we have to calculate the height of this point from the free surface of the liquid. So let's first calculate the height of the liquid. Since we know this total depth is 10 and the depth of point A from the bottom of the tank is 1 meter. So the height from the surface becomes 10 minus 1. So the value of h is 10 minus 1 means 9 meters. Here the fluid is oil, so we use the density value of oil, which is 800 kilogram per meter cube. So if you want to calculate the hydrostatic pressure at point A, then it is rho of oil, density of oil, G, and depth means height. So the density of oil is 800 kilogram per meter cube. The value of G is 9.8, whereas the value of H is 9 meter. Hydrostatic pressure at point A. Hydrostatic pressure at point A. So the value becomes 800 multiplied by 9.8 multiplied by 9. So it is 70560 pascals. Means 70,560 pascals. The hydrostatic pressure which is acting on point A due to this column of liquid is 70.560 pascals. Now, here you can see one more question in which we are asked that which of the following liquid exert greater pressure, means hydrostatic pressure, at point X. The first one is oil with density 800 kilogram per meter cube. The second liquid is water with the density of 100 kilogram per meter cube, 1000 kilogram per meter cube. So we have to calculate the hydrostatic pressure on point X if the container is filled with oil, and in second part we have to calculate the pressure on point X if the container is filled with water. So first we will do part 1, means when the container is filled with oil of density 800 kilogram per meter cube. So the pressure at point X can be calculated by rho gh. Here the fluid is oil, so the density can be represented as rho O, means density of oil. The density of oil is 800, value of G is 9.8, whereas the value of height is 20 meters. So the pressure at point X becomes 800 multiplied by 9.8 multiplied by 20. So the answer is 156,800 pascals. So this is the value of hydrostatic pressure which is exerted by the vertical column of oil. Now, if we fill the container with water, then what will be the value of hydrostatic pressure on point X? We are going to calculate that value. So the pressure at point X is equals to rho of water, means in part B the container is filled with water, so we will take the value of density of water multiplied by G multiplied by H. The value of G and H remains constant in both cases because the value of H is constant because in both scenarios the depth of this point is 20 meters. So the pressure at point X is density of water, means 1000 multiplied by 9.8 multiplied by 20. So the pressure at point X is 1000 multiplied by 9.8 multiplied by 20. It is 196,000 pascals. So we can see that the pressure at point X when the container is filled with oil is 1,56,800 pascals, whereas when the container is filled with liquid water, so the pressure on the same depth is 1,96,000 pascals. So we can see that the value of pressure can change by changing the liquids. And what is the reason of changing pressure? The reason is the change in density. Since we know that the oil and water are two different fluids, they both have two different values of density. So because of changing in the value of density, the hydrostatic pressure at point X is changing. And since water is more denser than oil, so it is exerting greater pressure on point X as compared to oil. So these are the two learnings in this lecture. The first learning is that we will always measure the depth of a point from the surface of the liquid, and the second learning is that the on a given point the pressure exerted by the liquid is dependent on the density of the liquid. If we take a liquid with which is more denser, then it will exert greater pressure as compared to the liquid which has less value of density. So that's all for this lecture. Keep in touch, keep watching the videos. Thank you.